Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video, we'll be finally going through a review of the electric sports car set 60383, and this particular Lego set is from the Lego City range. So it's been a little while since I did the initial unboxing for this, but I thought now's probably a good time to start playing catch up and to try and get used to doing review videos. Hopefully it'll be super quick, but yeah, it's definitely trying to get on top of doing these reviews. I will have a link to the original unboxing somewhere, probably as a card, so feel free to have a look at that. So, what was in the actual set in the end? So we already know that there was the manual, but in terms of the completed products, we have the electric car itself, which is right here, just on a acrylic stand for elevation, and we also get this little scenic little battery recharging station as well. So before looking at the car, so for this little recharging station, so it's very cute, very simple, nothing too complicated with the build. It is supposed to probably suggest that it's solar powered, which is kind of cool, and has this little charging cable that can attach to the car. Now for the promotional images, it just attaches somewhere to the front of the car. There's no real dedicated spot per se, I guess. So if I was to do that ever so quickly, so just attach that. In terms of the car, so how the promotional material has done it, they've just attached it somewhere to the front. So if I was to do that, it would be something to that effect. In fact, if I just take off the stand, you know what? Maybe make it look somewhat more interesting. So that's a bit of a quick idea. Granted, it's a top-down view of where that little attachment point can go to. So that is the included little recharging station. So very nice, very cool, and a nice little bonus item, especially for a set of this size and value. Now, as for the electric car itself, so from the front, from the side, from the rear, top down, bottom up. Now, if I remember correctly, these should be rubber tires, which is interesting because at this point of recording, I've done the unboxing for the latest 2023 Speed Champions. None of them had rubber tires. So it's interesting how a vehicle from the Lego City range, which is only about 6 stud wide, gets to be graced with rubber tires. Anyway, in terms of the electric car, so it was a very fun build, very quick and easy. I'm still a little bit on the fence on some of the coloring. I do like the black, but some of the yellow is, it's not terrible, but it's not my preference. But I do like some of this blue striping on the side of the vehicle. Now, in terms of what actually moves, so the wheels will all freely spin, so the car can definitely quite happily use its wheels. The spoiler on the back, at least how it's been designed, can do some moving, although I think the idea is just to keep it up in some type of either all the way up, which it's okay, but I think it's more of a somewhat maybe 45-degree slant on the spoiler. Now, we do have a minifig inside, however, a set of this size is not overly fancy in the way of removing the top of the windshield to get to the minifig. I'll have a quick look at the minifig in a second. In terms of the interior of the car, standard steering wheel component, have this nice little detailing of the car batteries, which is very nice. But it's a very basic interior of the vehicle. And in terms of putting everything back on, and there we go. So that is the car without the minifig inside. I'm still quite surprised for this type of vehicle. It's, you know, once again, it's a cheap set, but it's still a very sleek looking car. As for the minifig, standard minifig, single head, so nothing on the back, just a single face. Gets to sport a bit of a cap, and there he is. Otherwise, pretty stock standard minifig for LEGO. So there he is. Final thoughts of the set. It was relatively inexpensive, especially if you shop around. I thought it was quite good value for its cost point. The build was fun and easy, so for those who like a bit of a different build, I don't see why not. For any criticisms, well, as I said earlier, I'm still on the fence about the yellow. If it was any other color, it would probably look better. But it's not that bad. It does give it a very interesting, vibrant look about it, but the fact that the primary color is also black probably works well with it. If it was any other color, it could look a bit colorful, to say the least. But otherwise, for a LEGO City vehicle, it's really good value. If you want to have a more robust vehicle, then I would say you would want to probably look at an alternative line. Speed Champions probably being a good starting point if you want something a bit more true to form. But as a LEGO City set, this electric car is pretty good. So yes, I would say if you like the look or want something quick and easy to build, it's probably a worthy addition. I think it is still available since it came out early this year, so it should be probably around for at least a year before it hits the retirement list. So definitely have a look around, and yeah, it's as I said, I quite like it. I'm glad I picked it up, and yeah, it will definitely make a nice little collection to at least my LEGO City fleet of cars. Not so much to my overall fleet of cars, because Speed Champions are definitely a bit more on the lifelike scale, I dare say. So that brings us to the end of the review video. Still getting my feelers out for what needs to be done for them, but we'll get there. The more of these I do, the better I should get at them. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. As I mentioned earlier, I will have a link somewhere back to the original unboxing, and probably have a set of photos over at Instagram, and probably a quick short as well. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video. See ya.